Hello, everybody. My name is Padma. I'm a German tutor. So I welcome you all to my demo session of Deutsch Unterricht A1, that is A1. So today, let me give you a quick introduction of my classes, how it has been structured, and how it will be taken. Okay. So basically, I use the platform called Zoom. This is a very much famous, so I would say most of you people would have been already aware of this. So online classes using Zoom. So I finished my C1 certification from Germany itself. I was there in Germany for 10 years. Recently we came back to India for good. So after coming to India, I started taking German classes. So I take A1, A2, and B1 level. So until now, I was taking for these three levels. If there is a requirement, then definitely I can take also B2 and C1. So today, let me explain you how this A1 course is designed. So A1 would be approximately for 5 weeks, I would say, 1 hour per day, 5 days in a week, Monday to Friday, 1 hour per day. And so I would start with the basic introduction of Germany, very basic information. And for anything, base is the alphabet. Whatever the language is, alphabets are the base. So we would be concentrating first more on the phonetic of the alphabets. And then once we are confident with the phonetic, then we would be starting with the words. Okay. So then we'll be learning the numbers. I follow a standard book from Germany called Berliner Platz. So I take the material, whatever it is there in the book, and I also prepare my own PPTs, like the what you see here. This is my own PPT, so I write everything. A1 level, we start with basic words. Then we would move on to the introduction of how do we can introduce ourselves in German. So if you see, there are different types of sheets. So we will be dealing with first 1 week would be the very basic of German, like as I said, alphabets, numbers, small words and all. From the second week, we will move into the grammar. So whenever we learn something new, you will get a homework or a worksheet on the same day of the same. So that would be like, for example, if we learn something called Ja-Nein-Fragen. So the same day you will get a worksheet like this. So you need to fill in the blanks. So I would explain you everything in detail, but homework is a must. Whatever I teach in the class will give you the basic idea, but if you want to learn more, you need more practice. The more that you practice, the better you learn. A1 German language is basically 6 parts: A1, A2, B1, B2, and C1, C2. So let me explain you each level individually how it is. So once you are done with A1, then definitely you will be able to understand, okay, this is German, and you could able to introduce yourself, and to some extent you will understand what the person is saying. And A2 is the extension of A1. So once you are done with A2, so you will be able to speak few sentences, so you can able to say what is your intention, you can convey your intention. And when you go somewhere like outside to a supermarket or somewhere or a doctor, then you could say what is your intention, what do you want to convey. And at the same time, your understanding levels will also be more compared to A1. And next is B1. B1 is an intermediate level, and most of the German government also, whoever comes to Germany, so they would ask them to finish the minimum B1 level, because B1 is mandatory for most of the things. Like for example, if you want to get a German passport, you need a B1 certification. Like that, for most of the things, B1 is mandatory. And apart from that, B2, C1, and C2 are completely upon your interest. Or for example, if you want to do your masters in Germany, where the course is in German, then the university would demand for C1. Otherwise, after B1, there is no force. So until B1, there is force. After B1, there is no force. It's totally upon your interest. So we would be concentrating on each and every part individually, like speaking, writing, reading, listening, everything. So we'll be changing, not like every day I teach something, you will listen something. So we will be interacting. So I'll be asking you questions in between, so you have to answer it back. So we'll be interacting. I'll make you read, I'll make you write, I'll make you listen. So we do also have oral conversations, like two people together in the batch, they would form a team, and I'll give a topic, so you'll be discussing on that topic. So I'll concentrate on each and every aspect. So how I would differentiate myself from the other teachers is my learning and my experience is not in India. I didn't learn German in India. I've learned German from Germany. So that makes a lot of difference. Any sort of query you have regarding Germany, so I can answer you. So that is how I differentiate, because a person who learned German in India and a person who learned German from Germany, there makes a lot of difference. Because I was there practically, so I know in and outs, I know the uh, art, I know the culture, everything, so I can help you with any sort of your queries. Okay, so exam will be also two parts. Like first you have first you have written exam, and then you have oral exam. So written exam is three parts: listening, reading, and writing. And after that you will have the oral exam. So oral exam, you like first you have to introduce yourself, and then you'll have a theme round where you'll be given a theme, and you should able to say a few sentences or something like that. So we'll be knowing everything in detail once we start the course. So this is how it is structured. So I'll share you the material on daily basis. Every day you'll get the material from me along with the worksheets for the homework. So what this PPT also I'll be sharing with you at the end of the session. If you see, there are different sides like all the grammar. So to make it easy for you, from the book it might not be that easy. So to make it easy for you, I prepared these PPTs. Usually is the past tense, possessive articles, and all the grammar, ordinal numbers, so modal verbs, so all those things to make it easy for you. So I wrote it in a form of PPT. So you'll be getting this PPT and all sort of material from me. You don't need to buy anything. And yes, if you like my classes, then definitely we would take this forward. Yeah, thank you very much.